Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Wednesday, July 8th. So with me on the mic, we have some fabulous co-hosts. We're going to start with my icy chili. Hello, love.
Hey there.
Hey there. Next, we have my Libra queen. Hey, boo.
Hey y'all.
Hey, hey. And next, we have my gorgeous moon. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, good morning.
And shout out to the listeners holding it down in the chat as well. Well, y'all, I think we got some good old tea to sip, so let's go ahead and jump right in.
Tea time.
Yes. Well, I gotta annoy y'all with some Tootsie Roll news.
Not the Tootsie Roll again.
Yes, honey. And they done spotted him. They done got video of his ass out in Fort Dix, honey, just sitting there taking his daily walk. And y'all should see what I've just shared here by way of TMZ. Diddy caught on video during daily walk inside federal prison. So let me just first play the clip that they have here. Let me share my screen. I was like, oh, he walked like his dingling little. Oh, look at him.
Oh,
Oh,
you know what?
he go, wow, you'll see what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me full screen it.
Okay, let me see.
He got a mask on.
No,
What's up with his face?
that's that white beard, honey. He couldn't get that Beijing. They don't got no Beijing in jail, dude.
I was really trying
Got
to figure out if he had a mask on because I was like, where's the rest of his, he ain't got no structure to his face. I mean, oh, okay.
oh,
Never mind.
I think there's some kind of shading of the TMZ logo over his face, kind of.
Yeah, but you still, like,
I see what
if
you're
that's,
saying,
if,
though.
if that's his chin, where's the, where's
Where's
his,
his mouth and nose and
yeah, where's the jawline? The
yeah,
jawline don't exist. All that
it,
sodium,
it
sir.
is kind of washed out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he would have a mask on outside though, but it's possible because he's hiding from the cameras. I don't know.
But we see them gray side. He growing on his head. Look like gray sideburns. I don't know what's going
We see
on.
that no budge in the pants. We see that.
Somebody commented, Mr. Brown, in the comment. I am screaming.
Listen.
Who is
On the
Mr.
cool.
Brown?
From
Medea,
Tyler Perry.
forward daddy.
Oh.
Oh Lord, I'm screaming. But yeah, I wouldn't have let me. It wouldn't let me zoom it in any further because I wanted to actually see what. But from based off of what I'm seeing, it does look like that's a white beard, looking almost like Papa Smurf. Um,
Yeah, it
uh,
does look like he had
Well,
a
you know he all white. He was white before the thing. He couldn't
well,
Yeah,
dye
but
his
it's
yeah.
hair
not a
no more.
beard though. It's a chin strap. Where the rest of it at?
A little
I saw.
goatee at the bottom.
It's like a goatee down there.
yeah,
But he was
that look like a goatee to me.
yeah, he was coloring his hair before he got locked up. So yeah,
Where he got locked up, they won't let him out.
Okay. Okay, so now they show us this. Okay, so and what? Yeah, we know he's in prison. And he
nothing,
gonna
girl,
do
nothing.
And then they say, we're told the video was shot around 2 p.m. right in the middle of Diddy's regular outdoor routine. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Diddy spends about 2 hours walking the compound every day from roughly 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. as long as the weather cooperates. We're told Diddy rocks his hat every day, listens to music on his tablet, and has been working in the facility's chapel. The sighting comes at an interesting moment. As TMZ reported last week, President Trump has been reportedly considering a possible pardon for Diddy, though there's been no indication one is imminent. It
okay.
says it pretty much. I'm gonna just stop it right here because all this language we pretty much
Right?
read to death.
Why are we
But
filming this man? This is crazy.
what? Him in jail. That's so weird.
Go ahead, Quinn.
But who asked for the play-by-play? I just really need to understand who is at this point stalking him. You stalking this man here in prison? That's crazy, crazy boots. Also, when he get tablet privileges, who brought him the
Wow.
tablet? How that work
Okay.
Mm,
out? They get
Oh,
tablets in the jailhouse. I'm confused.
boy.
yeah, you get tablets and cell phones.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
so now they give
crazy.
it to him now, depending on where
Well,
you at. That's
well, no, I don't
crazy.
think they give it to him. I do think they have to purchase it, but and it's like a really from based off of what I heard, it's a really like inflated amount from what a regular
Well,
phone
of
would be on
course
the
he got it.
outside.
Of course he
Listen,
It's
got it.
limited
anything associated
access.
with a jailhouse is high as hell.
You
But
can't get
yeah,
on
so
Twitter with it and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
Yeah, they
yeah,
do. They be
it,
getting on Instagram.
um,
Them boys.
what is this little side? What he got across the body? He got a crossbody bag.
Look,
I mean,
maybe
if they
that's
yeah,
gonna
his
be nosy,
tablet.
I just got questions.
Maybe that's his tablet in a holder of some type.
Swinging
yeah.
across him like that, you
Yeah.
know, he is one of you know. Okay, we've had enough.
Well, now we're gonna talk about those his daughters, those two gorgeous twins of his.
Oh,
So they are actually popping out with a fashion line, believe it or not. And of course, Diddy is proud. And I'm sure they got some pants that can fit over those hips. Did y'all see? Because Diddy was looking a little hippie, honey. And them, maybe he was eating too many of them navy beans, alleged. But anyway, you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Diddy is incredibly proud of twin daughters' new streetwear brand. So Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and D'Lila, are making moves while their father sits behind bars at Fort Dix. Because TMZ has learned they're launching a new streetwear brand. Jessie and D'Lila officially launched their fashion brand Tuesday. It's called 1221, and it's a unisex brand that is sure to start making waves immediately. Diddy tells TMZ, I'm incredibly proud of Jessie and D'Lila. They've worked hard to build something that's authentically theirs, and watching them turn an idea into a real business has been inspiring. He continues, this is about two talented young women with a vision, a strong work ethic, and the courage to put their creativity out into the world. I hope people judge 1221 on the quality of what they've created because they've earned that opportunity. The sisters have been teasing their project for several weeks on social media, but now it's officially online. That said, we'll have to see where the girls go with it. Because, as you know, Jesse and Delilah have been seen in great company as of late while their music mogul father does hard time. The two 18-year-olds have mingled with the likes of Kim Kardashian, Kaya Gerber, and Kylie Jenner, each with their own brands that are at the top of the game. Guess it's time to check in on the new kids on the block. hmm But and I actually just thought of something. Why are we seeing a lot of Diddy? Like, why are they filming him looking positive? I think there's probably because remember, isn't he currently going through an appeals process? So what I think maybe this is his team saying, "Hey, we want to make sure you all see that this is a model inmate, and he's not doing anything. He's not threatening people while in jail. Um,
Uh,
I- Possibly, yeah, because they don't try everything else.
daughters are cute though. Good for them.
Good for the yes. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Who wrote that article? They so nasty for that. Because here you are, you trying to highlight their positive achievements, while also highlighting the fact that their dad is doing hard time and he's proud of them and he's doing hard time. And no, hell no, hell fuck no. You tainting the fucking water. I don't like that. So disrespectful.
You know Harvey messy bitch.
Okay, because would you do that to any of them Kardashian girls? Would they
oh
fuckery?
no. Um, Also, they doing better than their older brother, cause that older brother
Let's
Christian,
not talk about him. Yep.
he is a little twat. Not even
A
gonna
chip
hold
off the old block, as they say.
you.
Mhm.
Yuck.
Yeah, he lucky he not in prison with his daddy with the charges and rumors and things that come out about him.
Give it
Yeah.
time.
Mm.
Hmm.
Give it time.
Well, maybe his dad going to prison showed him that I don't care how much money you have, um, you're not above the law. And maybe the things he was doing, maybe that woke him up.
I don't know, but he think he's stuck in the early 2000s wearing oversized clothes. I don't know what's wrong with the boy. He's special.
hmm Well, speaking of special, honey, it's a special conversation out here that's going on about Mitch McConnell. The word on the curb is the people thinking he dead, and they propping his
He
ass
is.
up like he had
They are.
weekends at Burn.
He is weekend at Bernie. They trying to. And so funny because Andy Bashir, the governor, they said he put out a letter talking about I need proof of life.
Well, Andrew does, and so does Lisa Rinna, honey. Because you see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Lisa Rinna says Mitch McConnell is being kept alive like weekends at Burn.
Hmm. With her lips all gloss. I know she's not glossing
Who
them things up.
who was the
Jesus.
senator that said he talked to Mitch McConnell?
Oh, there's a
And
few of
baby,
them.
the memes that came out, people say I
Speaker
also talked to
Johnson.
Mitch.
Speaker Johnson. Senator, or not Speaker Johnson, Speaker House Leader Thune, some
It
other
was,
people,
mm,
some right
yeah, I
wing
communicated with him.
pundit.
He's
We all
recovering.
do. Somebody
Uh-huh.
said, yo, you communicated with him via Ouija board?
Not
Through my tarot cards. Well, let's see what Lisa Rinna has to say. Oh, let me maybe refresh. Okay.
I mean, come on. Mitch McConnell's dead. He's dead. They're keeping him alive like Weekend at Bernie's.
Look. That's pretty much the story. So like that motherfucker is dead now. Now if Lisa Rinna saying it, honey, that means the news and traveled all the way over to Beverly Hills. Somebody they look, y'all know something. Well, that's that on that, honey.
But his wife is the epitome of left her for dead hoe.
3 days after he went in the hospital, they said she got up out the country. Now, so if
She left
he,
this motherfucker for dead.
how you leave your husband in the hospital in that condition and leave the country? Not left her house, left the country.
Baby, she gave us her best Cameron impression. She said, niggas get shot every day, B. You'll be all right. You tough, right?
She said, "Time to go."
She said, I have fulfilled all my duties. I am free. You hear me? That's a free woman running back home. Child.
Christina, Christina is gone.
Christina's gone.
That- That's what kind of makes me think that what they're saying is true. That he's really on life support and definitely not communicating with anybody. Because why would she leave him and leave the country and go back to her home country? That makes no sense.
Where's she
Because she
from?
was shackled.
What,
She
China?
was she was
Oh, she took the
shackled.
shackles off her feet so she could dance.
Yeah.
Hey, she
Okay, and
just
said,
go.
Ni hao.
Hello. Also,
She
too,
said,
they
I
said
am
that the
free.
daughter deleted her Twitter, and apparently she would be active on. She's a very active Twitter user, and she deleted it. So you
Mm,
know,
she
one
might be
I
plus
gone
saw
one,
that.
too.
1 + 1 = 2. We do math around here. Okay.
You know, you got to be a nasty person to get left for dead by your peoples. They just left the daughter, everybody. Everybody is just gone.
Well, child. So now while we over in Beverly Hills, because we just talked about Lisa Rinna, so still talking about the Beverly Hills people. And remember, we talked a bit about Anne Marie Wiley and Marcellus Wiley. And I look, honey, what 3 weeks ago, if you would have asked me who this man was, I would have said, "Oh, don't he do sports?" But now I know so much about this man, honey. It's crazy, and I actually have about 3 stories about him today that are hot. He is hot in the news, honey. But I tell you, baby, when it rains, it pours for him. So, well, remember yesterday we learned quite a bit of information about Anne Marie's divorce, how she filed for divorce, and she claimed that Marcellus was for years raping her and abusing her. Well, he has, of course, responded to that. And you all should see where it says here by way of TMZ. NFL star Marcellus Wiley speaks out after wife Anne Marie files for divorce. So let's get into it. Marcellus Wiley is calling his wife's allegations against him flat out false, speaking out after Anne Marie Wiley filed for divorce and obtained a temporary restraining order against him. The former NFL star took to Twitter on Tuesday to address the accusations in Anne Marie's divorce filing, writing, I love my children with everything I am. My highest priority has always been protecting them and preserving the relationship they have with both of their parents. He added, because of the public allegations made against me by Anne Marie, I have been forced to respond with evidence rather than emotion. More importantly, I owe it to my children to truthfully document what they and I have endured. Wally claims he's actually the victim, alleging Anne-Marie cursed his family with a voodoo spell, committed serious and damaging parenting failures, and that after she kicked off the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she lost her mind. He also says he never wanted his family's struggles to become public, writing, I never wanted my family's issues and struggles to become public for any reason, including divorce leverage. But I unfortunately knew this day was inevitable. His statement comes after a judge granted Anne Marie's request for a domestic violence temporary restraining order. Under the order, Wally must have no contact with Anne Marie, stay away from her and their three children, move out of the family's Encino home, and for now, will have no visitation while Anne Marie has temporary sole custody. As TMZ reported, Wally was arrested on suspicion of domestic violence after Anne Marie alleged he became physical with her during an incident at a Florida hotel over the weekend. In her TRO declaration, Anne Marie alleged Wiley subjected her to a continuing and escalating pattern of physical violence, sexual abuse, verbal and emotional abuse, financial control, and intimidation. She also alleged Wiley raped her in 2012 and punched her in the face 2 years later, leaving her with a black eye. So,
Did he say voodoo?
he said a voodoo spell, girl. I was wondering if y'all caught that.
Caught it. Oh yeah.
I'm like, that's
Oh,
the thing he started off. He led with that. A voodoo spell.
He
Okay.
said she cursed the family with a voodoo spell,
Okay.
committed serious and damaging parenting failures, and then she, after she kicked off the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she lost her mind, according to
Uh, oh.
him.
Mm.
Go ahead, Libra Queen.
So I just want to address this little voodoo part, right? Y'all can take, for those who don't believe in it, y'all can take it with a grain of salt or whatever, whatever. But if she did allegedly do voodoo on him or his family or whatever, um, this is sometimes the recourse that you have when you do magic on people who have free will. Um, Also, especially if it's some kind of like love spell, it can end up being a negative thing, especially if you don't know who you're doing it on and what their intentions are towards you prior to you doing that, trying to make them stay. Yeah, you may be really going crazy. You really gonna get that get back. You really gonna see it. You know, rake rake rattle and roll and stuff. So I would just say for anyone who may believe or halfway believe or as a practitioner to always remember that be careful what work that you do on people who have fucking free will. Back to you, Auntie.
Listen, I'm certainly a believer, and yes, this is why I, even though yes, it does sound funny because he like on the outside looking in, yeah. But if she has like a certain background, if she's from a certain area, yes, they do practice that on a regular basis. We even learned that like by watching Love and Hip Hop Miami, and remember how Florence El Luce, the Haitian performer, and her sister Gael, they went had a back and forth. The guy was like, "You put voodoo on me," like it was a girl, it was a mess. But it was I forgot the name of the woman that she was going to go see, but it was a essentially I don't even want to call her a witch doctor because I don't even think that's what she was, but it was like a spiritual someone who channels spiritual energy and you write things and burn it and put it out in the air. See, I'm a believer. Like I do. I mean, it's there. It's been around for years before I even came into the world. There's a reason that people practice this on a regular basis. So I'm not so quick to but I reading the story, I was like, no, he did not say voodoo. But and then like I felt like if he really wanted people to take him seriously, he probably should have left that out. Because it is not too far fetched to believe that someone may have got on reality TV and may have switched up a little bit. But I don't know. I'm certainly gonna be watching this for sure. I'm gonna be watching this story, honey, because this I feel like this is the start of a very juicy,
oh
nasty
yeah.
divorce.
Oh yeah. No, it's nasty already. It's
Mhm.
messy. Like, did they even like each other at this point? My God.
Girl, well, honey, the gag is word on the curb, honey, is that Marcellus been Wiley. And what I mean by that, so he actually had an active case going on with him that I think started in 2023. I'm not, don't quote me just yet because it's in this article, next article. But what's special about this is now that person who is suing him is now using his wife's claims in her lawsuit. And you see what I've just shared here by way of TMZ. Marcellus Wiley's alleged college sexual assault victim using his wife's claims against him. Girl, let's get into it. Ex-NFL star Marcellus Wiley's sexual assault accuser is trying to use his recent domestic violence arrest against him in court, TMZ has learned. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Janine De Noves and her legal team submitted exhibits related to Marcellus's recent arrest to support their effort to compel Columbia University to hand over documents they believe will help them with their case against Marcellus. Janine is suing Marcellus, claiming he raped her in a dorm room in 1994 when they were both students at Columbia. Janine's legal team attached a complaint and a no contact order entered in the case about Marcellus's wife, Anne Marie Wiley, claiming he threatened to kill her and poked her in the face during an argument in a hotel room, in a Florida hotel room. As TMZ first reported, Marcellus was arrested after he and his wife spoke to officers. When Janine filed her lawsuit back in 2023, Marcellus denied the rape claims and said he planned to countersue for defamation, but it does not appear a countersuit has been filed as of yet. As TMZ first reported, Anne Marie filed for a restraining order after Marcellus's arrest, and in the docs, again, she claimed that he has been violent throughout their relationship and he raped her multiple times. The former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star also filed for divorce, seeking support and custody of their 3 kids. And I'm just reading some comments. It says, she was a quote unquote friend to the show level on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but now I remember her drama as she diagnosed one of the cast members being a nurse. Oh, okay. She was the athletic one with the pro NFL husband. That's her persona. Yes, honey. Look, and we have another comment. This guy is a predator. How many times can you keep denying? Wake that up. The evidence is there. So now, so this is the one from 2023, the one from the ESPN employee, and we still don't even know who that employee is yet. But the one from the ESPN employee that alleged some shit against him.
So
And now,
college work.
Yeah, I remember you talked about both of the stories.
and now, girl, a bank has been going after that ass. He being sued by a bank. I told you, David Marcellus going through it, and you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Marcellus Wiley sued for $500,000 months before a domestic violence arrest.
500,000?
And just girl and Moon, remember yesterday when we were reading that story about Anne Marie and what she was saying in court, and she alleged that not only did he borrow $100,000 from her and never gave it back, she said he allegedly took her credit card and ran up $100,000 on the credit card. Remember that So, I'm seeing a pattern. Well, Marcellus Wiley had a different legal issue facing him before he was arrested for domestic violence. A bank sued him for allegedly failing to pay back a $500,000 loan. According to the suit, filed back in December 2025, Marcellus and his company, Dat Dude Entertainment, took out a loan from Preferred Bank in May 2023 with a promise of paying it all back after 1 year. The bank says it never got the money or any of the accrued interest payments it says it's owed, despite agreeing to give Marcellus several extensions until December 2025 to pay it back. As TMZ reported, the former NFL player was arrested in Florida on the 4th of July and booked on a charge of domestic battery. I'm going to go ahead and just stop there because this is just repeat language of what we just read. So being sued by his alleged victims and by a bank. So you just a predator who want to take people money, huh? Allegedly. Well, that is that on that, honey. Girl, y'all ready to talk about Big Tigger's wife, honey? Miss Alicia Brown. So the gag is, honey, so when all this happened, so I actually did see a comment and I kind of like, wow, that was a little funny, but I felt like a comment like that, something was going to come out about this shit later. And sure enough, because somebody said, the comment pretty much said once that the domestic violence claims this was like when we first saw the picture of the black eye or whatever. One lady commented on Instagram, said, "Girl, I don't give a fuck about nothing. There. Where is your daughter?" So I was like, "Oh, that's a weird question." But honey, it's something to that. And you should all see I have just shared here by way of WSB TV, honey. So this is local Atlanta news. Shout out to them because I had to go local because I want to get the nitty gritty. And you all should see where it says here Big Tigger's wife arrested on kidnapping warrants during I-85 traffic stop. Girl, let's get
They
into it,
all
honey.
crazy. They all crazy over there.
And
She's definitely got a lot of information coming out about this alleged incident with her and Tigger. But go ahead.
yes, girl. Well, this starts. A North Georgia sheriff's office arrested an Atlanta radio show host's wife who was wanted on kidnapping related warrants out of Maryland. Deputies said they received a be on the lookout alert around 8:46 p.m. on July 6th regarding a vehicle traveling north on Interstate 85. Authorities believe the driver was wanted on outstanding kidnapping warrants from Maryland. Deputies spotted the vehicle on I-85 and, with help from the Georgia State Patrol, conducted a felony traffic stop. Officials said the driver, 37-year-old Alicia Denise Brown of Atlanta, was arrested. Two young children were found inside the vehicle and were safely recovered. Authorities said neither child was injured. Alicia Brown is the wife of Atlanta radio host Darian Morgan, better known as Big Tigger. She accused him of pushing her headfirst into a door during an argument. According to the sheriff's office, Brown was wanted by the Baltimore County Police Department on warrants connected to the disappearance of a 10-year-old child who was reported missing in 2019. According to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Aaliyah Brown has been missing since May 25, 2019 from Reisterstown, Maryland. She would be 17 years old today. The organization says she may be in the company of her mother. Last month, Sandy Springs police arrested Morgan following following an argument with Brown in their bedroom over text from a female coworker. During the argument, Brown accused her husband of grabbing her arms and making her stumble headfirst into an office door. She reported cuts and bruises to the police. The cruelty to children charge is because the couple's son was home at the time. Morgan has denied all allegations. In a statement posted to Instagram late Sunday night, Morgan wrote he is stepping away from the Big Tigger show on V103 to focus on his family. Officials said the Fulton County Sheriff's Office wanted Brown on felony charges for interference with child custody. Authorities confirmed the warrants were valid, and Maryland officials indicated they plan to seek Brown's extradition. In a statement, Sheriff Chris Carroll credited the coordinated efforts of multiple agencies for the successful outcome. We are thankful for the quick response and teamwork of our deputies, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, the Georgia State Patrol, and all assisting agencies, Carroll said. Their coordinated efforts resulted in the safe recovery of both children and the successful apprehension of the suspect. And then they end with the investigation remains ongoing. Girl.
Oh, okay, there was a lot of conversation. So the girl was there. So they did find the girl, like the daughter. What do we?
What they said, so I don't know if the daughter was found per se. Because I know one of the was the 13-year-old son or around 13-year-old. That was the one that was recording the and you hear him in the background like, Mr. Tigger, stop! You're standing on top of
Not
her.
Mr. Tigger. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they call him Mr. Tigger. Huh?
Oh my god. I'm
But
disgusted.
how this article made it sound, it was two young children. So like maybe somebody less than 17 is what I could be wrong though.
So
But
the so technically the daughter's still missing.
yeah, technically that's what they're saying, and they looking to extradite her back to Maryland.
Oh, there might be a murder charge on this one. Hold up, cause where is the daughter?
Hmm. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
So I have hold on, wait. Hello? The devil is a
Yeah,
liar. What's going on?
I have
But
no idea.
I have questions. So she had all these warrants in Maryland, and apparently people are aware that she had these warrants in Maryland. Why is it just now coming to a point where they're arresting her? Why didn't they arrest her previously? I need to know that, especially because she's in the public eye of Atlanta. You know, you can't hide in Atlanta when you out here celebrity adjacent. So why is it people are just now like, oh, she got warrants? I really need to wake that up. Also, if she did something to her child in 2019, was this so she could get with him, or what? Like, what was the reason? Because the kids are clearly not his, right? The last two clearly not his. The ones that was in the car clearly not his. So what? Make it make sense quickly. Also, I really would like us to be taking out the group chat. Auntie, I know you like the mess, but I want us to be taking out the group chat, and let's focus on the more important thing, the missing child. Because again, if she's been had these warrants, felony warrants, y'all coordinated to pick her ass up. Why y'all didn't do this before? Why y'all didn't run her information when you was arresting him? To make sure that she was, up to snuff. Make it make motherfucking sense quickly. God bless everybody.
Girl, I'm with you because we're all reasonably intelligent in this room, right? And when I tell you, after I am still confused like none other. I'm like, what the hell? I have so many unanswered questions, but
Yes. My main question, where is the child? And did Tigger know about the child? Like, how, what?
mhm.
What are we doing here? Where's the
But I
kid?
told you, I thought that one comment was interesting, and I was like, oh, so I was like, but it didn't really get a lot of likes or a lot of engagement that one comment. But I made note of it, and I'm like, something about to come out, and sure enough. But then again, maybe I'm reaching, but this probably explains why. Because remember when we read that when the first domestic violence incident that we knew of happened, and the police were called, she was pretty much silent. She really didn't say too much, and Tigger was doing all the talking. Or it was either with the police or at the hospital. It was one place she was really quiet, and that's probably why, because she probably knew she had them warrants out on her. Well, I know my Libra Queen want to be taking out the group chat, girl, but you know I'm gonna be following this story. Girl, you know I got Google alerts set. So for
Yeah,
Big Tigger, Darian Morgan, and Alicia Brown.
I need to know is this going to turn into a murder case? Because where's the kid? That's my only question. I don't care about Big Tigger. I need to know where the
And
kid
even
is.
that whole video with supposedly him attacking her, she had his phone, like, and was crying and going on like, what? Why was that all that commotion over this man's phone and
My
crying?
favorite comment was somebody said, "Oh, she probably found it, or he don't want her to see a dick picture in his phone or something like that." Because the word on the curb is like Tigger likes to gross.
Well, yeah, but still, this whole incident was from what we initially heard, and then to see the
Mhm.
video is like, girl, get a
We were
man
rooting
a
for you. We
book.
were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Yeah, now we're casting doubt on whatever you're saying, and now to find out she got a whole missing daughter and all this stuff is popping up. Mm-mm.
Well, child, that is dead on that. And once I get some updates, I'll let y'all know. And sorry if y'all heard like a burst of noise earlier. My sound card was acting bootleg, but we good. We good now. Well, girl, this next story I had was not really a story per se, but it's pretty much a tweet that we're going to read together. A tweet from Document Teens. Shout out to them because they be having the tea as well. Honey, how about Milagro is up in court, baby? She said all you motherfuckers in cahoots. Rock Nation got all you motherfuckers in the pocket. The judge, her husband, everybody. Girl, I'm not even kidding. You all should see. I'm going to share my screen. This tweet shared by Document Teens, and it goes on. So there's been a court update. Milagro Elizabeth Cooper is asking the Southern District of Florida to set aside the final and amended judgments entered in Megan Peake's favor arguing that previously undisclosed relationships created an appearance of judicial partiality. In a July 8th, 2026 filing, Cooper moved for relief under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure and, all of that. So Cooper expressly says she is not accusing Chief Judge Cecilia Altanega of actual bias. Instead, she argues that an objective observer could reasonably question the appearance of impartiality because of connections involving the judge's spouse, law firms representing Desiree Perez, and Perez's alleged involvement in funding and supporting Pete's lawsuit. Cooper's motion says Judge Altanega's husband, George Mencio Jr., is a longtime partner and board member at Holland and Knight LLP. The filing then points out that Holland and Knight represents non-party Desiree Perez in the separate consolidated Hadley versus Perez litigation. Hey, Desi girl. Anyway, Cooper argues Perez was not merely a remote non-party to the Meg and Pete case. She cites statements made during a September 2025 status conference in which Cooper's former counsel represented that Perez was paying the bills for Pete's lawsuit and had been involved from the beginning. According to Cooper, Pete's counsel did not dispute those specific claims at the conference, but stated that Perez was Pete's business manager who managed her affairs. Cooper also cites Pete's trial testimony that she had discussed suing Cooper with Perez well before the case filed and well before the case was filed, and wanted Perez and her staff to preserve information and maintain a folder concerning Cooper. The motion argues those facts show Perez had a long-standing financial and personal interest in the litigation. Cooper further links Holland and Knight and Reed Smith LLP to Perez through the separate Hadley-Perez case, where both firms represent Perez. She notes that Cooper herself has been referenced in filings in the Hadley litigation, including by her initials and through analysis of social media accounts connected to a sanctions motion. Cooper also identifies another federal case, Garcia versus Roc Nation LLC, where Reed Smith represents Roc Nation while attorneys from Quinn Emanuel, Pete's litigation firm in the Cooper case, represent Pete and her affiliated business entities. The motion additionally raises a social media takedown issue. Cooper alleges that a 2025 online article questioning possible connections between Roc Nation, the court, and Judge Altanega's spouse was removed from Twitter following a copyright complaint submitted through Reed Smith on behalf of Sean Carter. Cooper does not claim Holland and Knight submitted or participated in that takedown. She argues that a separate firm representing Perez sought removal of public reporting concerning the same relationships now raised in her motion. Cooper says she did not learn of the alleged connections until May 29th, 2026, when social media users tagged her account in posts discussing the earlier article. She argues the timing makes her motion timely because she began investigating the attorneys, firms, public filings, and relationships only after those posts brought the issues to her attention. In her sworn declaration, Cooper states that she learned about the 11th Circuit's June 25th dismissal, warning her and her appellate counsel's June 26th withdrawal motion through posts from Document Teens on June 27, 2026, excuse me. She attached screenshots of the Document Teens posts as exhibits and says they were the first source through which she learned both appellate developments. Cooper also states that she contacted attorney Jeremy McLemont to clarify whether he remained her appellate counsel and received a response regarding his withdrawal. The motion asks the court to vacate the original filing judgment and the amended final judgment under the Rule 60B6 based on what Cooper characterizes as extraordinary circumstances and an undisclosed appearance of partiality issue under Section 455A. They have Cooper's motion in legal theory, not a judicial filing. Judge Altanega has not ruled that any disqualifying conflict existed, and the court has not yet ruled on Cooper's request to set aside the judgment. Girl. So let's just get out the way. We all know that Milagro is not, based off of what we've seen, she's really not. People will argue that she's not the most credible. However, doesn't a lot of this shit up in these claims sound familiar? And listen, especially the part where she said they reached out to her. It was a thing on Twitter, and she was reached out to saying something was copyright infringed because the same thing happened to me when I had that picture. We were talking about the case, the Hadley versus Perez case, and that was a hot topic that day. So that was one of the 3 topics that I like to put on the poster for the show. And baby, not even a day later, not even 24 hours later, a bitch got an email from Twitter saying, bitch, we gotta take this down. And I'm like, oh. And yeah, so I am so curious to see how this is, girl. Because honestly, they probably are. They probably are in since last year. What have we been saying? Desiree Perez, the CEO of Roc Nation, uses her connections to get what she's wanted. That's what the claims have been since the beginning. That's what her daughter has been saying. And now look. And she has multiple connections, down to the damn courthouses, allegedly, down to the doctor's offices, allegedly. Like, honey, girl. Well, that is that on that. I will certainly, keep y'all updated. And I definitely don't feel sorry for Milagro at all, girl. You put yourself in this situation, but I just still found this to be very interesting. And I absolutely believe that Roc Nation had, their Sunstar. I hate his name. I'm sorry, but Sunstar, no, which one? Yeah, the Sunstar is the daddy and Daystar is the son. So Sunstar, remember he said, "Roc Nation, you will crumble." There was a reason he said that. So, well, that is that on that, honey. And what we got next? Oh, girl, Lil Durk, honey. It ain't looking good for him, honey. And I think his legal team know it. So you all should see I have just shared here by way of all hip hop. It's an exclusive. Feds say Lil Durk told co-conspirators to delete text, oppose attempt to split new murder charges. So let's get into it. The feds hit back at Lil Durk on July 6th, filing a 30-page response to his request to split his charges or get the whole case thrown out. The government answer was simple: no on both. Prosecutors opened with a reminder about how this all started. When agents arrested Durk's 5 co-defendants in Chicago on October 24th, 2024, Lil Durk was in Florida booking international flights. The FBI caught him near the tarmac of a private jet before he could board. That detail is still very much on the government's mind. Durk's lawyer had asked the judge to separate the new gang murder charge added on June 3rd from the original murder for hire counts tied to the 2022 Beverly Hills gas station shooting that killed Lil Pab. His team argued that keeping both sets of charges together would force another trial delay, putting Durk's right to a quick trial at risk after more than 21 months locked up. The government is not buying it. Prosecutors wrote that all 6 counts share the same evidence, witnesses, and core story. Splitting them into 2 trials would mean witnesses testify twice. That is a serious problem in a case that already has real safety concerns. People have taken photos inside the courtroom and posted them online. Threats have been made against witnesses and their families. The government argued that requiring these witnesses to repeat their testimony in multiple trials strongly militates in favor of a joint trial. The filing also explains why the Chicago murder of Stephon Mack came back into the case after prosecutors set it aside earlier this year. 2 Chicago men, Anthony Montgomery Wilson and Preston Powell, pled guilty in separate federal cases in April and May 2026. Both admitted under oath that they killed Mack to collect a cash bounty. Text messages show one shooter asking the other about payment, writing they were waiting on Dirk Banks to come to Chicago on the 17th. One of the men also made a recorded confession while behind bars. The government says none of that evidence existed in usable form until those guilty pleas dropped this spring. The feds also pushed back on the speedy trial argument. Durk himself signed the first continuance that pushed the trial from late 2024 to October 2025. Every delay after that was his co-defendants doing. The court approved each one. Prosecutors noted that the cases where the courts have actually found a trial rights violation involved delays of 6 to 8 years, not 22 months. The sharpest delay in the entire filing was a text message Durk allegedly sent to co-conspirators in July 2023. Someone in the group had warned that police were asking questions about the crew. According to the government, Lil Durk responded by telling everyone to delete thread and start a new one. Prosecutors say that message, along with the use of burner phones and coded language, is a core reason the investigation took as long as it did. The filing states that defendants went through great lengths to conceal their criminality, arguing the defense's own client deliberately made investigators' jobs harder. The hearing is set for July 27th before Judge Michael Fitzgerald. The August 20th trial date remains on the calendar for now. Woo, child, I know there was a lot of information, but girl, mm, 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 mm. They said motherfuckers can't even testify in court, honey, because look, just like Messy Dez and Honey, Dirk got them connections allegedly. Because honey, and baby, your safety is in jeopardy, like allegedly. So that is that on that, honey. I told y'all, honey, I cannot wait till this trial start. This is gonna be crazy. Because I feel the prosecution is like really, really confident. And I feel like they have, based off of what I've been reading, they feel like they have what they need to put him away for good. Because they feel like they can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he set it up for Quando Rondo to be killed, but unfortunately Lil Pal was killed in the process. So that is that on that, honey. Girl, y'all ready to talk about some Tyler Perry, honey? Let's talk about Tyler Perry, honey. So just like Marcella's been wilding, honey, they saying Tyler been Perry, honey. And you all should see what I have just shared here by radaronline.com. It's an exclusive. Tyler Perry fearing new claims. Accuser's attorney alleges more men were abused by the movie mogul.
Uh-oh.
It's coming out, girl. Well, the lawyer for two men accusing Tyler Perry of sexual abuse is now alleging the famed producer and RadarOnline.com can reveal the Medea actor may have molested many other starry-eyed hunks looking to make it big in showbiz. The bombshell allegation appears in a declaration filed by attorney Jonathan J. Delshit, who argued Perry's co-defendant, Lionsgate Films, should not be removed from the case because they've known for years about the beloved movie maker's alleged misdeeds. The 56-year-old billionaire is fighting off a $77 million sexual battery lawsuit by beefcake model Mario Rodriguez and a similar $260 million claim filed by actor Derek Dixon, who accuses Perry of using his lofty position to create a coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic during the shooting of the TV project The Oval. Delshad argued Lionsgate should be held liable even if the alleged incidents occurred after production because Mr. Perry had been sexually assaulting other people in the past, which there has been plenty of evidence that he has. Lionsgate should have known of Perry's misconduct and his propensity for sexual harassing employees. And because of that, as an employer, they have a duty to make sure that somebody like that is not let loose on people like my client Rodriguez and Mr. Derek Dixon, and the many other people who he has sexually harassed and assaulted. Perry has vehemently denied the allegations, branding them as nothing more than a money grab, and charged Rodriguez's allegation is based on a decade's worth of falsehoods, misrepresentations, and outlandish claims that have no basis in fact or law and no merit. Perry's high-powered attorney, Michael Boyd, bashed Dixon's lawsuit as a bid for cash, insisting his client will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. However, insiders said Perry's bigwig Hollywood pals, including scandal actress Kerry Washington, Prince Harry, wife Meghan Markle, Barack and Michelle Obama, appear to be keeping their distance from the powerhouse producer. Girl, they said, honey, after these charges came out, honey, they was like, so they named Kerry Washington, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and Barack and Michelle. They say
Did
they are
he
keeping a distance.
did he claim that he was abused as a child? I don't remember. Did he say something about that at one time?
To be honest, I don't remember because I actually did watch his documentary that they had on Amazon Prime. I could be wrong, but I don't remember any
Okay.
And if I'm if I missed it, yeah, please like correct me because it was a couple of years ago that I watched this, but I feel like I would remember something like that.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was just asking.
Hmm. Honey, let me tell you the word on baby Tyler Ben Perry, honey, to the point where this was because remember how like when it came to Kevin Spacey, all of those whispers and stuff that have been over the years to the point where Family Guy made a joke about it. Similar to Tyler Perry, there has been so many whispers about him over the years that even Boondocks had to make a whole episode about it, baby. They were able to they aired that shit once, and Tyler Perry said, absolutely not. Take it down. He had that shit shut down, honey. And then up to the point, because they were actually going to use Tyler Perry in the show. He made a fuss, and so they had to change the character's name to Winston Jerome. But if you all watch that episode, matter of fact, just type in if you've never seen it, I will highly recommend it. The Boondocks episode, and just type in Winston Jerome because I can't remember which season or episode it is. But child, use it because long story short, Granddad becomes a part of the Tyler Perry crew, the stage crew and stuff like that. And then he's a big actor. And then at the end of the episode, Winston Jerome was like, "Hey man, I ain't gonna bullshit you more. Can I get some ass?" And, and Granddad was like, what? So,
Wow. Okay.
mhm. Matter of fact, let me go because I see which. Let me see. Boondocks, Winston Jerome.
Now, he should know better. You saw the whole Harvey Weinstein go down. You thought because it's men that you wouldn't like it wouldn't happen? I'm confused. Why would you do that?
Or and this is honey. So you know who his largest following is, like the mostly women in the church, who are one of the first people to forgive abusers. So, but when it comes to gay abusers, I don't know. It's that's a I don't know, but I just know like mm, this is a whole. Oh, and I was able. So it says so the episode is called Pause. So pause, and it's season 3, episode 7. So y'all, please, like, if you have some time, definitely watch that. I would highly recommend it. Not only is it's hilarious, but it pissed Tyler Perry off. Well, that is that on that. Girl, Terrence Howard, honey. So Terrence Howard is actually in the middle of a lawsuit with his agents. And you all should see what I've just shared here by way of TMZ. They title it Terrence Howard claims his former agents ruined his chance to be an HSN star. But it's actually more information to that. But this starts. Terrence Howard is ratcheting up his legal war with his former talent agents, claiming they failed to let him know about a chance at getting his own signature fragrance and potentially becoming a home shopping network star. The actor made the new claim in a declaration he filed as part of his legal battle with his former talent agency, CAA. Terrence previously sued CAA, claiming they messed up his salary negotiations for Empire. Terrence, who played Lucius Lyon on Empire for 6 seasons, claimed the agency did not adequately represent his best interests when negotiating his deal with Fox. In his declaration, Terrence said his agents asked Fox for an increase in salary, asking for $750,000 per episode. He claimed Fox declined the request and said they could not go above $325,000 per episode. However, Terrence claims his agents never told him Empire fragrance representatives had mentioned a potential Terrence branded Empire fragrance deal, which he says included a $20,000 payday for a launch event, potential future paid appearances, an HSN appearance, and a possible men's signature fragrance venture. Terrence said he was forced to make a decision on his contract without having all the relevant information, and he blamed CAA. For their part, CAA has denied they're responsible, and they're trying to get the case thrown out, arguing in part that Howard's claims were brought past the statute of limitations. So, listen, once people start saying that, oh, this passed the statute of limitations, baby, to me, you already, oh, you did that shit. You just hope you can get away with it because so much time has passed. That is crazy. But yeah, this is like, and for him, right? you put in your trust and all in your you pay these people. These are your agents that you pay. They get paid because of you. And they're not giving you relevant information and fucking up your bag, and then you don't missed out on the whole freight. Now I don't know who want to walk around feeling like Terrence Howard. I feel like don't nobody want that. But still, he should have been given the opportunity. And that was messed up if CAA did it. And I think they did because of their response. What do you mean the claims were brought past the statute of limitations?
And I think HSN and Home, let's say it's Home Shopping Network. What's the other one? There's QVC. I think they went bankrupt.
Oh, they did?
I think so. I think I remember hearing something like that.
Girl, speaking of HSN, shout out to Stacey Rush, honey. She has become one of my favorites on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And she's almost like another Nene. She's like a diet Nene. And what I mean by that is that, honey, there is so many memes and reaction videos that you can use from her. It had like, she's at least she's like unintentionally funny. So shout out to Stacey. Well, girl, that is that on that. Ooh, y'all. So do y'all remember so on my May 21st episode, and Quinn, shout out to my Libra Queen, because she actually provided like some context that I didn't have when it came to like so Ryan Lochte. Remember we had a conversation on my May 21st episode about Ryan Lochte. His ex-wife was feeling away because he was getting a new job, a new swim coach job in Michigan. One of the reasons he was doing that because he feels that the ex-wife done made him and his current wife's life a living hell in Gainesville, Florida. Do y'all remember that? And then so she was pretty much saying, oh no, if he move all the way out to Michigan, that's going to be hard on the kids.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, girl, all of that has been settled. And you all should see I just shared here by way of TMZ, Ryan Lochte and Kayla Reed divorce settlement details revealed. So Ryan Lochte and Kayla Lochte have officially closed the book on their marriage because the former couple finalized their divorce this month. And TMZ learned exactly how much they've divided up parenting, property, and finances. Sources familiar with the divorce settlement tell TMZ Ryan and Kayla finalized their divorce on July 1st, and according to the agreement, Ryan will shell out $1,000 per month in child support for their 3 children. We're told Kayla has primary custody with the kids set to live with her for the vast majority of the year in Florida, where Kayla will keep the marital home in Gainesville. Ryan, meanwhile, has already relocated to Missouri with his fiancee, Molly Gillihan. He's got a coaching gig at Missouri State University. The settlement also includes a provision aimed at protecting the children's privacy. Neither parent can allow their significant other to post photos of the kids on social media. And if one parent has to haul the other back to court to enforce the agreement and comes out on top, the prevailing party is entitled to recover attorney's fees and court costs. Financially, Ryan walked away with one major obligation. He's solely responsible for a $100,000 federal tax lien stemming from their marriage. As for spousal support, neither side will be writing any checks. Neither Ryan nor Kayla will receive alimony. The divorce officially closes the chapter on the couple's marriage while laying out how they'll move forward as co-parents in separate states. Messy, 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 honey. So, yep. So he'll be paying $1,000 per month while she keep the kids in Gainesville. Yeah, work. So that is that on that. And what we have next. Oh, so I was actually teasing Moon with this story before we started recording. But we learned that Rory, who happens to be only 36 years old, by the way, Rory from the New Rory and Mal podcast, girl, he had multiple strokes, honey. Multiple strokes. And you all should see I've just shared here by way of All Hip Hop. Rory of New Rory and Mal podcast says he had multiple strokes. And for those who don't know, Rory is the white one. Okay. Well, Rory Farrell found himself facing something far more serious than a crowded Jay-Z pop-up. The popular New Rory and Mal podcast co-host has revealed that he suffered multiple strokes over the course of several days. The crazy thing is, he brushed off warning signs at first. Rory recounted the frightening ordeal on the latest episode of the podcast. He said it all began as dizziness on his way to attend Jay-Z's pop-up event in Brooklyn's Dumbo neighborhood. It soon spiraled into a medical emergency. Rory tried to push through, thinking he was dealing with vertigo. Instead, he became violently ill, projectile vomiting while losing the ability to move parts of his body. Rather than immediately seeking medical attention, he waited in his car until the symptoms eased. Incredibly, he still made it to Jay-Z's event, but maintained he has virtually no memory of being there. I
What?
immediately get the fuck out of there after that run into Joy Badass. I have no idea what I said to Joy on the way out, he explained after describing other interactions. And I tried to walk up the hill back to the parking garage, fall like twice, get to my car. I'm like, I can do it. He says he says he kept going anyway, knowing he had podcast obligations to make. I made it just to our office and parked outside of our office and slept there for like 4 hours. Woke up, went home the next day. I felt okay. He said, I felt weak a little a little bit of a little bit of vertigo. Then we recorded. Felt okay. I was like, I'm gonna get checked out tomorrow. I should have went to the hospital right away. I'm like, I can't miss 2 episodes Friday. After going to his doctors, they confirmed that he has suffered multiple strokes after initially saying it was not that. He ultimately had to get surgery and is now recording. Rory joked that the MRI machine sounded like Frank Ocean's Blonde. Rory openly admitted he should have gone to the hospital after the very first symptoms appeared instead of trying to tough it out, calling it man shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. When you can't move parts of your body, what an idiot. He's lucky he didn't suffer more serious damage. That was so idiotic.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, because if they didn't catch him, we would have been having another conversation. And again, 36 years old, man. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, that is that on that. Y'all, baby, if you are of a certain age, get up in here. Oh, Hollywood, I got some tea, honey. I'm about to blow y'all mind, honey. When I tell you something, I never thought I would see the day. I thought personally I would marry a woman. I would turn heterosexual and marry a woman before this would happen. Baby, word on the curb is Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell are finally getting married, bitch. And you all should see where it says, girl,
What?
are we gagged? Because they famously said, "Oh no, it's never going to happen. Never going to happen."
You know what? And they are my model couple. But you know what? When you become a senior citizen, you kind of have to get married to make sure certain things go through.
Yeah.
Or so I, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised.
They've been together, what, like 50 years?
But
Damn.
baby, longer than honey, please, we could all learn from them.
They have been my model of I don't have to get married. We could just be together. They are my model couple for that. Yes.
Yeah, but and Moon, you are on to something because basically, according to this story, is pretty much because she had a health scare. She's getting older, and she's like, listen, let's make it happen. So this starts. A terrifying health crisis pushed Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell to finally wed after 43 years together, insiders told RadarOnline.com. The Hollywood lovebirds repeatedly vowed they'd never tie the knot, but Hawn, who's 80, was recently spotted sporting a sparkler on that finger. She got sick not long ago and was seriously worried she might not make it, said a source. That's when she decided it was time to marry Kurt. They even whipped up a $200 million prenup in time, and they had the equivalent of a deathbed wedding, even though it turned out she wasn't dying and went on to make a full recovery.
Not
The two-
they got
Mhm.
a NDA after all these years.
Look, just in case,
I mean
honey,
a
because you never
prenup.
know what could happen.
They've been together so long. They got a prenup. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Sorry, go ahead.
Mhm. The two met while filming Disney's 1968 live-action movie musical, The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band, and fell in love 17 years later while filming the rom-com Swing Shift. Russell, who's 75, once recalled, by then, both of us had been through divorces. We hit it off and agreed, let's have fun until we don't. It's been 43 years. The Laugh In alum added, "We thought that by getting married, that was actually going to take something from both of us that we didn't want. We wanted to choose each other every day." Today, their blended family includes Han's kids from her first marriage, Oliver and Kate Hudson, Russell's son Boston from his first marriage, their son Wyatt, who's 39, and 7 grandchildren. The two remain deeply in love, Insider said, and reconsidered their no marriage choice when Han reportedly suffered a health scare. Happily, Han, who appeared to wear a wedding ring at the London premiere of Wyatt's film Disclosure Day, recently is doing fine right now, the insider told Radar Online. In hindsight, there wasn't any real need to tie the knot with Russell, but Han doesn't regret her decision, even though she swore for years that she didn't need a piece of paper to be happy. She and Kurt always thought marriage would change everything, said the source. That was their biggest fear and the reason they never went through with the wedding. As it turns out, it strengthened them to a point that they're more in love and stronger than ever, added the insider. They wish they'd done it years ago. Baby, so according to this, they are married already, honey. And she had a deathbed wedding. They got a $200 million prenup in place, just in case. Because they did say, look, let's have fun until we don't. So, but
Look,
and
they say
I have to
it
say,
is. They ain't going no damn way.
and
What y'all
shout out to
saying?
Kate Hudson, because when I tell you I love me some Kate Hudson, she's just so white and just so puss, and I love it, honey.
But
Drink,
the funny, huh?
She said, "Drink."
drink.
Oh yeah.
Our first puss of the podcast.
But wait a minute. They've been together 43 years. They stuff is so intertwined. And then they're talking about a prenup. They so funny. That's so
Why? Why they wish they did it earlier though? I mean, they stayed together all this time. They were happy. So what does it matter if they weren't married then and just did it now? I don't see why that
she
would,
must
you
have
know, be a
had a
thing for
near
them to
death
say.
experience. I guess.
Oh my God, y'all. So we have a comment in the chat saying, at least 80-year-old coochie still has value, gives me hope.
You know what?
Oh,
Hilarious. Well, points have been made.
We don't
Points
even know
have
what's
been made.
going on behind that door. Okay.
That's funny.
well, I knew y'all was gonna be gagged off that, but I said they did what?
And
Good
they
Okay.
for
already
them.
been
Good for
doing
them.
it. You
I'm
know.
happy for them.
Yeah. I mean, I figured that that would probably happen. I mean, they old. Most people, when they get older, for whatever reason, health, whatever, you don't want to run into issues where you can't be there for your partner or you're shut out because of something stupid legally. So, well, good for them. But yeah, they were my model. I still, yeah, let's ride until we don't. I know that's right.
Yeah, so after I remember after my Uncle Dino passed away. So that's my Aunt Peggy's late husband. He passed away like in 1999. It was years ago. And of course she started dating again. There was a man, Mr. John, honey. When I tell you everybody loved him some Mr. John, shout out to him, but he unfortunately died of lung cancer a few years back. But what was interesting about that, they never remarried. And of course, people were even asking them, like, why won't y'all get married? Why won't y'all get married? She's like, ain't nobody got time for that. They did not get married. But and up to both of their dying days, of course. So rest in peace to the both of them. Well, child, that is that on that. Girl, let's get into some ghetto shit, honey. So we all, when it comes to Gucci Mane's 1017 records, honey, we've all heard things. We've all seen things. Well, honey, so there's a artist by the name of Big Fizzle. Uh, and honey, he about to go through it with some murder charges. So you all should see I've just shared here by way of all hip hop. Big Fizzle murder charge adds to Gucci Mane and 1017 Records legal trouble. And what I'm going to do is actually post a photo of Big Fizzle himself, because this article has a picture of Gucci Mane. So y'all need to see who we talking about. Let me see. I have that here. This is from his Instagram. So this is Big Fizzle. And Big Fizzle faces a first-degree murder charge after his arrest in connection with a fatal shooting that left one man dead in Jonesboro, Arkansas on July 6th. The 23-year-old Blytheville rapper, whose real name is Jeremiah Edrick Northern, was booked into the Craighead County Detention Center on Tuesday following the incident at the 3500 block of Fairview Drive. Police say he and another suspect attempted to rob victims when gunfire erupted, resulting in at least one fatality. According to KAIT 8, investigators have not yet disclosed which of the two male victims was killed in the shooting, nor have they publicly identified the second suspect in the robbery attempt. The arrest marks another troubling chapter for a young artist who's been building momentum since signing to Gucci Mane's 1017 Records in 2021. Big Fizzle released Servin the same year and followed up with his debut album, Clark Street Baby, in 2023, earning co-signs from his label boss on tracks like On God and Trap Mania. He positioned himself as one of Arkansas's most promising young talents before this arrest derailed everything. What's particularly striking is how Big Fizzle's legal troubles fit a disturbing pattern at 1017 Records. The label has become synonymous with artists facing serious criminal charges, creating what fans and observers have called the 1017 curse. Fujiano, another 1017 signee, was arrested in 2021 after cutting off his ankle monitor and fleeing home, ultimately serving 5 years in prison before his release. He was arrested again shortly after for probation violations. Pooh Shiesty, perhaps the label's most high-profile artist, was released from federal custody in October 2025 after serving 3 years for a firearms conspiracy conviction stemming from a 2023 Miami shooting incident. But Shiesty's troubles didn't end there. In 2026, he was arrested alongside his father and seven others on federal kidnapping and armed robbery charges, accused of targeting Gucci Mane himself in Dallas. Prosecutors allege Shiesty pulled a gun during a recording session and forced Gucci to sign paperwork releasing him from his contract. His trial is scheduled for February 2027, and he remains in federal custody. The pattern raises uncomfortable questions about the label's environment and the circumstances surrounding its artist. Whether it's systemic issues, the backgrounds of the young men Gucci signs, or simply a string of unfortunate coincidences, 1017 Records has become defined by legal chaos as much as musical output. Big Fizzle arrest adds another name to a growing list of artists whose careers have been interrupted or derailed by criminal charges. Ooh, child.
Long list, long list. What is the purpose of these killings? Like, you're not gonna get caught. Ain't none of y'all that smart.
Clearly.
I mean, very few people get away with this kind of random, killing, just shooting people down on the street. You get caught. Even the people who think they are so smart might get away with it for a little while. But baby, technology out here, cameras, you're gonna get caught. And now what?
Child. Crazy. Had a whole like it's almost like who was it? The football player guy, the crazy one who killed himself in jail, who was Aaron Hernandez wanted Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Like, you have a dream of making it into the big leagues, right? And you just kill, like, hey, you can take the nigga out the streets, honey, but you can't take the streets out.
On camera doing it. Camera's right there. Even though he was in an abandoned, what he thought was an empty industrial parking lot, you caught like a motherfucker. So beat each other in the booth. Do something. Beat each other doing something for the community. Stop with the killing each other, because this is not working for y'all at all. It doesn't make any sense.
We don't even be knowing who they are until
Who
they
they
go
are.
get arrested.
Right.
You ain't even made it.
You done kill somebody, you going to prison. Now what good does that do for your career, their career, whatever reason you shot them, whatever? It makes no sense. Nobody wins there. Nobody.
You just saw what happened with Fulio's killers was up in court pretty much pleading, said, man, I just wish pretty much saying that they wish they would have took a moment and thought about what they did because now they have to spend their lives in jail. So you either gonna be in hell or in jail one. Like I don't want either one of them. So,
Right. Or both. It's both.
okay.
um, well, and the crazy thing is, Gucci, you need to disband this little situation you got going because it's bad mojo. Whoever you trying to, you ain't got it ain't good. This is not a good track record at all.
Gucci. Gucci. And while he trying to get himself together, honey, and his mental health together, a lot of people around him just ooh. And then this article did mention a good point. Like, what do they think it could be? Like, is it the people he's signing? Like, is the you because yeah, I guess maybe you see yourself in a lot of these people, a lot of these young men that you're signing, and if I guess you figured if you can turn your life around, then maybe they could too. But I don't know. Everybody, some people you can't give an inch because not only will they take them out, they'll kill while trying to think like, mm-mm. Girls. Well, speaking of killing, honey, do y'all remember yesterday we talked about that the TikTok influencer DreamDoll Bri, who was unfortunately killed in a drive-by shooting in Miami. We learned that there were two other people in the car as well. Unfortunately, one other person that was in the car has succumbed to the shooting. And it happens to have been DreamDoll Bri's cousin. And you all see where it says here by way of TMZ, DreamDoll Bri deadly shooting, cousin dies in hospital. And
Oh,
it's so sad, y'all. And I just have to tell you, like, something told me to not listen to that 911 call because they said like it was a 911 call, and I don't know who it was. Maybe the person driving or what? Because I heard a man's voice and I heard a woman crying,
hmm
and it was
I
horrible, y'all. It was
I
just
didn't
so
listen to it. I didn't.
yeah, it was, and I really wish I wouldn't have. I wish I would have listened to myself, and because it was hard to, and it was only like 2 minutes, but that was the hardest 2 minutes I had this morning. But this starts the deadly drive-by shooting in Florida that killed influencer DreamDoll Bri, whose real name is Breonna Johnson, also killed her cousin. TMZ has learned. The Miramar Police Department tells TMZ Breonna's cousin Arthur AJ Lee Johnson III died in the hospital after suffering critical injuries in Sunday morning's ambush. As TMZ first reported, Breonna was fatally shot early Sunday morning after leaving a party in Miramar. She had two passengers in her car who were both rushed to the hospital in critical condition. According to the Miramar Police Department, Breonna and two other people were riding in a fluorescent green Lamborghini SUV around 5:30 a.m. when gunfire erupted. Investigators say the SUV continued for about a block before crashing into a stop sign at an intersection. Police say a white sedan pulled alongside the driver's side of the Lamborghini and opened fire, striking all three occupants. Officers responded after receiving a shot spotter alert and found the crashed SUV. All three victims were rushed to nearby hospitals in critical condition. Breonna was later pronounced dead from her injuries. Now, authorities have confirmed a second victim has died. The third victim survived the attack, though police have not publicly released additional information about that person's condition. Miramar Police Chief Darish Moss previously said detectives are working to determine whether the Lamborghini was followed before the shooting. Investigators believe they have limited information about the suspect or suspects, but have not identified or arrested anyone. We're told detectives have received a ton of tips and are combing through each one, but so far they don't have any leads. DreamDoll Bri built a significant social media following, amassing more than 370,000 followers on TikTok and another 85,000 on Instagram. She was best known for her viral song Bend Over, which became a popular sound on TikTok. Breonna and her cousin AJ were both 21 years old, and may they rest in peace. So sad. So yeah, based off of
So
the 911
I'm
call, I heard.
wondering, all
What did you say,
three
girl?
of them died now? Is that because they said the cousin died, a male, and then they're saying somebody else died? So would that be all three of them?
No, they saying the third person survived. The TMZ didn't say that person was a man or woman. I think it was a woman based off of the 911 call I heard.
Oh, that's
Yep,
crazy.
but Bree, yeah. So from what I, because Bree was the one who unfortunately died first, and in the call, I heard a girl crying in the background. I was like, I can't do this, I can't do this, because I feel like at that point Bree have already been dead. I'm not sure.
Well,
But
because they said they were shooting and the car sped off, right? And it hit a pole. And then the SUV or the car pulled up and then started firing more. Is that what I heard?
oh, I think how it happened. So they were coming out of the party. They got into the car. The sedan came in SUV. They even had video of that, and it was like I don't know if they were using what's it called, a machine gun or AR
Uh-huh.
rifle type. So they did. It was like a. They did that, and then after that, that's when the car went for about a block and then crashed into a stop sign.
So it sounded like she got shot and
Hmm.
probably hit the gas. Her foot hit the gas until it crashed. And then they pulled up and then shot him some more, right? Is that what you said?
No, no, I don't think they shot him
Oh,
anymore
okay.
after that.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, damn, what this girl do for y'all to be acting like this? My God.
Something happened, honey. If I had to take a guess, baby, it's giving gang related, either cartel or gang related.
But if she's an influ, well, I don't know. I don't know. I guess they be uh,
Somebody had
this
it in
little
her
21-year-old girl.
sound like
Whatever she did, she ain't deserve somebody killing her.
mm-mm. Some extreme hate there, and maybe it was someone she knew intimately. That the partner violence can be, somebody maybe she
Yeah,
didn't want anymore or was trying to get away from or anything. I mean, we don't
yeah,
know who did it, but this is
that's
just very weird
crazy.
for her to be killed in this way. Shoot up a
Yeah,
car and intentionally hit her, not by accident, like a targeted attack. Something's not right here.
not right at all. That's crazy.
So sad. And condolences to both of their families. So her and Arthur. Condolences to the family, y'all. This is just heartbreaking. Well, that is that on that. I have three more stories left. So are y'all familiar with the term looks maxing?
What? I'm sorry. Say that again.
Yes.
Looks maxing. Okay. So Libra Queen
No,
knows what
I
it
haven't.
is.
I don't. I haven't heard that before. What is that?
Girl, it's what them little red pill incel boys be trying to do, child.
Oop.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it's
that's
almost
why.
like bodybuilding, but to the 10th level and picture. So they be skinny, they take steroids, they
Steroids.
do
They
needles.
beat on their face
Mhm.
Remember
to
They
the
do what
story
on
we
their
reconstruct
did
it.
face?
about the
They beat
influencer?
on they like beat their face with like objects like cameras and shit to restructure
Mm.
their fucking face.
Oh hell no! Okay, you gave my. I got the chills. I don't want
Remember
to
when
know
we
no
talked
more.
about that influencer who the girlfriend he tried to change her? Remember you did
Yep.
that
Yeah,
What was his name? Clavicular.
yeah.
clavicular, yeah.
He's like their leader. He the leading
Oh,
look smack, quote unquote look smackster.
hmm Doing things
Jesus,
to enhance
I
their
don't even.
jawline and you
Yeah,
know.
I don't understand what is wrong with these people. Oh my God, social media made y'all decrepit, depraved, if you will. My God,
Yeah,
lack of coochie has made them depraved.
that
Lack
what'd you
of
say?
character, lack of a personality has made them depraved. They can't get no bitches.
Oh
That's
my
what
God, you taking? Oh my God, that's just.
they leading people in the he women haters club. It's so
Mm,
sad, Jesus. But if
jeez.
they had a little piece of a personality, Lord,
That made my
just a
stomach
him
turn
of
when
a.
you said that.
But that's what they be doing,
Y'all know
Not
I already don't like broken bones, and oh God, so what? You did that
Mhm.
intentionally in your face? My
girl.
God.
It be the FFFFFs. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, but yeah,
Why don't they
come with
start
the
taking
story.
themselves all the way out?
Well, one did, honey. That's why I asked y'all. What did y'all know what it was?
No, but now we do. Oh my God.
Well, one of the influencers, and y'all see where I just shared here by way of TMZ, look smacking influencer Connor Murphy dead after drowning in Thailand. And neither one of us know who this is, but I just know that this is an influencer, and I know probably they're probably going to search. His fans are going to search the video, and they're going to be looking at me to talk about this. So you know what? Let's get into it.
He's the one that also too. I think he does the challenges to see if they work or not. I think he also was that guy too. That was like part of his
Ew.
shtick / content, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Girl. Well, fitness and look smacking influencer Connor Murphy has reportedly died following a drowning incident in Thailand. The influencer, who boasted 2.6 million followers between Instagram and YouTube, was reportedly acting erratically when he returned to a luxury residential village by taxi on Tuesday, according to Thai outlet Thai Ra. He then allegedly tried getting into another car, but the driver refused due to his alleged behavior, leading him to grow agitated and start shouting. That's when locals called the police. And upon their arrival, Connor reportedly fled through the village and jumped into a lake, where he swam until he allegedly exhausted himself and drowned. Drivers from the Po Tek Tung Foundation reportedly searched for his body for about 30 minutes before bringing him to shore. Connor's girlfriend, who used a pseudonym to speak to the press, claimed there was no problems or unusual behaviors exhibited by Connor, and she says she never saw him use drugs. However, the report says his rental home was covered in paint splatters, and authorities from Bang Phli police station discovered two unused syringes in his vehicle, as well as unidentified white pills. The investigation is still ongoing. Connor rose to fame in the mid 2010s on YouTube, where he shared content about bodybuilding and fitness. He described himself as a Giga Chad, a term for a male with confidence and peak physical form. He was 32 years old. Mm.
32 going on
Mm-mm.
42, looking like 42.
Okay.
That's them steroids was going straight to his brain. That's what happened. It ate up all the brain cells. He lost his damn mind. Ugh.
Child, look at
Ugh.
the picture of him. He really did look like he was like in his mid 40s here. Like he looked older than me in this picture.
Well, if you smash in your face, what do you expect? Fucking weirdos.
Mm. Mm-mm. Oh, look at him. I don't see. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep that comment to myself. I was about to be real nasty, but I forgot this man just passed away. So we don't speak ill of the dead. I was about to say, oh, it's looking like Diddy in them gray sweatpants, ain't it?
You said it anyway. And there was no point in him wearing them gray sweats. Oh shit. Oh, okay. That was so gross. Ew.
Yes,
Ew.
honey. Well, speaking
Hey.
of gross people, Caitlyn Jenner, honey,
Ew.
how about she thinks she cursed? And look, I can't argue with you there, girl.
Well, bitch.
Well, one of the reasons she thinks she's cursed is because a lot of her friends keep dying around her. And
Bitch, you old, duh.
well, not remember her manager. She was only in her 30s.
Oh, she was young, yeah. Okay.
Mhm. But you all see where I just shared here by way of radaronline.com. It's an exclusive. The Caitlyn Jenner curse. How all the reality TV stars' friends just keeps on dying. Well, they're dropping like flies around cursed Caitlyn Jenner as the reality star has lost yet another close friend. Jenner's longtime pal, Arthur William Haskey, who's 78, collapsed and died on a hiking trail in LA on June 8th, and it's plunged her into a deep, dark funk, an insider told RadarOnline.com. Her kids, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, and everyone around her are trying to snap her out of it, but she thinks she's cursed. Well, the deaths are piling up. Caitlyn's manager and soulmate, Sophia Hutchins, died from multiple blunt force injuries at age 29 in 2025.
Did you say soulmate?
That's what it said.
Soulmate. Wait, what?
That it said Caitlyn's manager and soulmate, Sophia Hutchins.
Okay.
Yep, she died from multiple blunt force injuries at age 29 in 2025 after her ATV rear-ended a car and went careening 350 feet down into a ravine near Caitlyn's $3.5 million California mansion, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Just 2 years earlier, Caitlyn lost her mother, Esther Jenner, who was 96, to natural causes. Frankly, some people are afraid to get too close to Caitlyn right now, said the source. They might just buy the farm too. Caitlyn was particularly crushed after Hutchins' untimely demise. Everyone knows that Kate and Sophia were twinkled souls and held each other in the strictest confidence. So her death has hit extremely hard. Insider told Radar Online at the time. There are fears that Caitlyn may never recover from her despair. And it goes on. She's also still fleeing the agony of losing the Kardashians. In 2017, Caitlyn told interviewer Piers Morgan, mm, she still talks with Kylie and Kendall, but is no longer on speaking terms with the Kardashian family, calling the estrangement terribly, terribly sad. In 2025, Caitlyn admitted to a reporter she's going through tough times. Now comes the death of another close friend, and loved ones are wondering how much one person can take. Caitlyn is a strong woman, said the source, but this has been death after death after death. She feels utterly miserable and alone. And this what and feeling utterly miserable and alone is what her stupid racist Republican MAGA fucking ass. When I tell you fuck Caitlyn Jenner, fuck her.
Look, I'm like, well, I don't feel so sorry for her. And to find out the Kardashians don't talk to her no more is just crazy.
Shoot, I might even start. I might fuck with the Kardashians now because of that.
Well, that's a little
No,
bit
no,
too far,
right.
but
Yeah, never
yes,
mind. I had too
Too
much people.
much
In
dip
my
on your chip. Too much dip on
it's a
your
little
chip.
too far. But I feel your sentiments. I feel your sentiments, but yeah, we ain't gonna go that far.
You probably is
Yeah,
Kurt, your big footed raggedy bitch. Oh, I
oh,
can't.
yeah. And yeah, that's what she gets. Shouldn't be a nasty hoe.
Hmm. Now, I mean, and I'm with you. I'm about to do a quick Google search. Did Caitlyn Jenner and Sophie Hutchins date?
And this was the manager. The did they say 29 or 30? How old was this?
This article said 29. Yep. Okay. And according to Google AI, so no, they did not date. Were never romantically involved or dating. While they lived together in Malibu and worked closely together, they described their dynamic as a close friendship, business partnership, and familiar relationship. Okay, so they said it was platonic.
No, they was fucking.
What?
Because don't Caitlyn still have her member?
Okay, and
The
look, and some
last I
girls,
heard about it, she still had her member.
she
So
might, honey. Some girls do like titties on their back, honey. So hey, work.
you're getting the best of both worlds.
Work. Women in male dominated fields.
But for it to be ugly ass Caitlyn, then,
Okay. Oh, girl, I couldn't even be paid enough. Oh God. Oof.
ugh, I guess. I
Well,
guess, honey.
this last story I have, I actually wanted to read it because of Chill, because I know that Chill, in her career did some work, and at one point in her career, she actually drove the helicopter. She steered the helicopters. So I like immediately thought of Chill when I read this story. But
Flew the helicopters. Oh yeah, that story is crazy, but yeah.
yes, honey. But you all see where I have just shared here by way of the Daily Mail. Student pilot forced to land plane alone after instructor jumps.
Jump!
Yes, bitch. Jumps. Pretty much
You
told, and I'm not
decided
even.
to commit suicide while I'm just bitch. Do that like all
Yes,
the time.
yes,
How the
girl.
fuck? Oh hell.
And then pretty much tried to give her a pep talk before he did, like, you know what to do. Well, and then said, "Wee." I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
Bitch, look here. The way I would
What?
lost my mind. Look at here. We don't. I was never a student helicopter pilot. I don't drive them. I ride in them. So if the pilot jumps out that motherfucker, we got some problem.
We all gone.
But we got a problem.
See, and that's why I was like,
What?
I could like chill if you were in training, like when you were young, fresh tuna up in the nursing world, and, and this happened to you like your first time on a helicopter. Like, well, hold up now.
Well, I mean, it would have been critical because I'm not sure helicopters fly by like autopilot, like they're flying helicopter,
No,
not like
yeah.
planes. So if the pilot jumps out, the thing is going to immediately go into some kind of spiral, or the trajectory is
Yeah.
going to be off like immediately, and it's not it's
That's
complicated. It's complicated. Now they taught us what to do. We had training sessions for, like, if we have a wreck, how to turn off, the engine and stuff. If you survive to the ground, like things you can do,
mhm,
get your people out. If anybody's hurt, and the safety procedures.
mhm.
But now, for if the pilot like faints or has a heart attack, or we didn't get nothing like that. There's no, and there's only
Mm.
one pilot in the helicopter. There ain't two.
Yeah, there's no co-pilot.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. So I mean, in a medical helicopter, you got
It
one
ain't even
pilot.
enough room for that. I think the only ones that have that is like military
Yeah, they have
helicopters.
more than
Yeah,
one
two
pilot.
people.
Yeah. No, there's two
My
seats up
God.
there. There's just only one
Yeah.
pilot.
Okay.
It depends on what kind of helicopter you have, but we had the big bird, so there's two seats, but there's only always one pilot, so it would be a problem if he
Ooh.
jumped out for real.
yep. And
Now
she,
you
based off of this,
traumatized the man.
based off of this story, this was a C-20 Cessna. Can y'all see? This is the type of helicopter it was.
Little
Oh, and it's little, bitch. Fuck
Plane.
you.
That's a
That's kind of
plane.
like
That's a
That
plane.
is a plane. That is a plane.
that's a training plane.
Yeah. A
Why
Cessna,
would you do that to that person? You
Well,
done
baby. But
fucked his whole life up.
her,
she
yeah.
landed. She
Listen,
landed.
that's all I can say. If
Mhm.
God is good, God is great. Cause
She did land.
baby,
Well,
and
hell
then the
yeah,
way,
I'm landing.
listen, and the way that I would sue his estate, bitch, cause you have me fucked up.
I sued his
You
estate.
Exactly.
have
What
me
the?
fucked up. Cut a check right now. Emotional damage.
The
Why
plane
would you do?
company, everybody.
Yeah.
Kill yourself on your own fucking time. Don't use me as a
Hello.
conduit. What the fuck?
Hello. Hello.
During my
Last night.
training session,
You
she was only
mentally fucked
22.
up.
She's only 22. He was 42. So yeah, she training, doing her thing, and really turned over to the right, said, "Well, girl, you know what to do." I,
No, but here's the thing. He was like, yo, I need to be able to kill myself and do the least damage, right? Because I don't want to take this plane down and then potentially hurt other people. No,
You could have
cut
did it
my
on the
check.
ground,
Right.
bitch.
Cut.
You could have took a pill on the ground. You could have sat in your car in the garage. You could have done a
Yes.
lot of things.
There's so many options, but and at this point, baby, I'm gonna be at if this go to trial, baby, put me on the trial because she getting all them coins. Emotional damage.
That
The
was
fuck you
You
crazy.
hear
mean?
me?
I don't want to hear nothing about, well, he got kids and he got this and he got that. No,
Fuck them
sorry. Cut
kids.
my cut my check first. Thank you.
You
Oh
take the
my
money
god.
from the children, the little
Hell
children.
yeah. Your daddy fucked me
Yes,
up. I
yeah,
need
yes.
I
Fuck them
need it.
kids. And listen. Your daddy is gone, but the damage that he's done to me is gonna last a lifetime, baby.
What?
You're gonna have memories of him and not the trauma. You're gonna be able to become a functioning adult in the in these
Now I gotta
society,
go
and
through years of
right
therapy.
and have the potential of exponential um ability to make money because people are gonna feel sorry for you. Okay, your father killed himself. He took his own life. There's I don't know if he's a veteran or not, but he's a pilot who took his own life.
Well, they
They
little,
are
cause
supposed
he only 40 something. Well, I guess he could have
older, but
teenagers. Yeah,
even
but
still, I don't give a damn. Cut my check first, off the top.
yeah, that's a nasty word. I mean, I already feel like suicide is already a very selfish act in itself. And I understand that is attached to depression and stuff like that, but it's a very selfish act because the repercussions of your family, like it's just very bad. Then to on top of that, traumatize a young woman who is trying to learn how to fly a plane that ain't got nothing to do with what your bullshit going on.
the fucking patriarchy. You hear me? A
That's not
mediocre
you
white man. You hear me? A
just the
mediocre white man
motherfucker.
who can't live his life because he's not privileged enough. Living his mediocre life with his privilege, still gonna find a way to harm a woman. Ain't that crazy?
I mean, the way you
Cut
tied
that
that in
check
there,
off the
that's
top.
chef's kiss. You're right about that. Chef's
Hello?
kiss.
Cut cut that check off the top. You hear me? I don't want to hear nothing about a debt collector,
Boy,
nothing. She
I'd
need
land
her
that
check
plane. Let me go
immediately.
find his body so I can kill his ass twice. Motherfucker, fuck you.
What she
Hello?
based off of the story, she it looks like she did land it by his body, like near his where he jumped at, because she had to immediately like landed once he jumped out.
Yeah. Fuck
Again,
ass.
again, give her a gold fucking star or whatever she can get. Give her automatic pilot's license so she
Now,
can
who
nurse
is this
planes
person they got in
and
this
cut
picture in
her
the thumbnail?
motherfucking check.
That's the
Who
jumper that they got in the thumbnail. His
is
name
that
is
him?
that's
Oh, that's
Leandro
actually his
Bertazzo.
ass. You
That's the
stupid
jumper.
bitch.
Yep, they don't have the girl's name in here.
No, leave her alone. Oh,
Yes.
baby. My God, sorry, sack of shit.
Hmm
That was so selfish. That was such a selfish, horrible thing to afflict upon somebody.
And also, I don't want to hear no sad sorrow story coming out about him. No sob story. Oh well, he was doing this and he was suffering this and he was suffering that. Bitch, I do not care. Not at all. What ass state at? Where is that estate at? Where's the
That
points
estate ain't
at?
got shit on it. That estate ain't got shit.
Yeah, they
Hello.
better go get it.
Hey, listen,
Whatever it got, if it's
you
$2,
better go dig it up, baby. I don't give a damn. Cut her check. You hear me? The company
that
he worked for gonna have to come out their pocket. Everybody cut her check. Quick plan. Fuck out of here.
that's wow. That's a I can't even wow.
And what
Child.
state was this? Where was this at
They
exactly?
were in Argentina.
Oh, okay. See, you know what? That's not even none of my business. What?
Oh,
Never
in
mind.
Argentina? Oh, fuck
Never
them.
mind.
Oh,
That's she. Hey, look. I hope she does what she needs to do to get over her trauma, get her coins so she can get them. But they ain't got shit to do with me. So sorry to everybody. God bless her.
Argentina. Fuck them Argentinian
Period.
motherfuckers. The racist ass.
Listen, if you know like I know, so sorry. None of my business. You should have listen. You should have led
That
with that.
pivot was that was a mean pivot. Oh shit. Ah, my eyes are wet.
Okay. Well,
Oh
and this
shit.
just starts like it says a student pilot was forced to land her plane alone after her instructor jumped from the aircraft during their flight in Argentina. The 22-year-old had been training with her instructor, Leandro Bertazzo, who's 42, in a Cessna C-150 when he evacuated the aircraft. Although investigators are looking into the reasons behind his sudden death, the student, who is believed to have a pilot's license but few flying hours under her belt, has claimed he opened the plane's window and jumped. Despite watching Mr. Bertazzo plunge to his death, she still managed to land the Cessna C-150 safely and unaided at Coronel Almeida Airport, where they took off and alerted authorities to the emergency situation. Mr. Bertazzo, who described himself online as a former commercial pilot in Chile, was then found dead 20 minutes later in a field in the area the woman marked out as the place he could have fallen. Eduardo Alvarez, director of flight school Flying Parrot Cordoba, where Leandro had worked as an instructor for 4 years, recounted his conversation with the young student who said he jumped. He told Argentinian media at one point, Leandro told her, "You know what to do. Keep moving forward." He took his headphones off, arranged his belongings, including his mobile phone, took his seatbelt off, opened the door, which is very difficult to open, and jumped out. It says she sent a message informing about the situation and proceeded to return to the runway to land. Describing Leandro as a man who was always smiling and admitted no one had suspected he was about to take such a dramatic decision, he added, he took this tragic decision on board a plane with a person by his side. There's no way to think about it or understand it, but the human mind is so complex, so treacherous. That's why what happened happened. An investigation into the bizarre accident, which happened on Saturday afternoon near the small town of Toledo in the province of Cordoba in Argentina, is ongoing. Officials have said the circumstances surrounding the tragedy are so unusual they cannot offer any explanation for the moment as to how it could have happened. One of the lines of inquiry investigators are thought to be studying is whether the incident may have been the result of a mechanical failure related to a hatch or one of the aircraft safety systems. They are checking the plane's and flight school's documentation and analyzing communications maintained while the plane was in air before the instructor fell out of it. Local reports said Leandro had received neuropsychiatric treatment, although only close relatives were apparently aware before Saturday's tragedy. Mr. Alvarez described the student as very clear, decisive, mature, and professional. He added, she was very shaken, but with complete professionalism, she flew the plane to the airfield and made a perfect landing. She maintained a very high level of training and professionalism. Earlier in the day, Mr. Pertazzo had taken another student out to fly before getting into the cockpit with a 22-year-old student. Hmm.
I don't like how this is. Why are they trying to make it seem like it's some other than that motherfucker jumping out the plane?
Mm-hmm.
She said what he said. He did what he did. Why are y'all trying to make it seem like it's something else?
Mm-hmm. Or based
And
off of what I
yeah,
was reading the story, it seems like the only person who said that he jumped was the person he had beside him. I don't know.
well,
But
who else was gonna say that he jumped? It was only them two in the plane.
'cause I guess where I'm getting at is that maybe there was some foul play. Maybe she was the one who, I don't know.
How? How would she get him out the door? What?
Oh no. And see, I never been in
I,
a in a plane like this, so I wouldn't.
I mean, just being up in the air, the pressure by itself is already nuts. It's like, how you gonna be flying a plane and push somebody out at the same time? Like, that's not. And she's 22. Like, is she She-Hulk? Like, what are we talking about here?
Right. Good
And how
question.
you gonna put a whole grown ass man if he didn't want to go through a window and kill him? Like, how? Explain that to me,
Girl, don't give me the line.
because that don't make sense.
I'm still not over the you know what to do. Keep moving forward. What you mean? What
Look,
is this a test? What-
look. She did know what to do. She had to look. She said, "I ain't dying today. Let me land. Let me act like I know what I'm doing." Cause this fool. And look, and you said the family knew he had some medical treatment, had some
Jesus, take the
psychological
wheel.
stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They say that he had uh that they just learned about and only the family knew about. So yeah. Neuropsychiatric treatment is what they said. Mhm. Well, if I see any more about this story, I'm sure because this is not, uh American news. So I mean, I'm not. I mean, I guess I can maybe follow it somehow, but if I see anything else about it, I will certainly update y'all. But that was I was like, whoa. And Chill was the first person I thought of with this because I was just like, what if she was in training and what her instructor did this to her? Like what? But
Ooh, boy. I'd have landed. If she landed next to his body, I'd have kept killing his ass.
I know that's
He'd have been so
Exactly.
beat up by the time they like. What? I know he jumped out the plane, but these injuries don't seem consistent with that. There's more injuries, yeah, because I beat the fuck out of him.
damn right. Don't be playing with
In the
me.
words of
Well, and I
in the
can't
words
even
of my dear,
imagine.
what my dear said, she said, he buried 10 feet under. He was like, ain't anybody supposed to be buried 6 feet? Yeah, but I'll beat his ass down 4 more feet. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, I want to ask my crew, did anybody have any tea that they want to share or any tea that I might have missed?
Emmy nominations are out. Shout out to Sterling K. Shout
He
out,
got one for Paradise.
yeah. Um,
Yay!
Shout out to Abbott Elementary because you know, a cut above the rest for outstanding. I think they're nominated for outstanding comedy series. I think is what they're have a nomination for as of yet. But yeah, shout out to everybody black getting them Emmys. You know,
Didn't I see y'all got a nomination
No, he
for
did.
some little show?
Let me see. I actually I found a deadline article that has the full nominations list. Let me share that here. All right, and you all should see it. Let me see if okay. Uh, I can share my screen and we can all just look at this together. Let me see hide articles. Okay, so the pit. Oh, the pit and Hex. So people really love that show. So they have 25 nominations. It looks like Hex has 24. Widow's Bay, Pluribus, Beef, DTF St. Louis, SNL. Wow. Spider Noir. Y'all, the gag is I actually heard that was not good, but I'm still watch. And then they have the Bad Bunny's halftime show, The Best in Me, Fallout, A Night of Seven Kingdoms, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the Oscars, RuPaul's Drag Race, yay! Shrinking, Slow Horse, The Bear, The Gilded Age, Margot's Got Money Troubles, Palm Royale, Abbott Elementary, All Her Fault. Oh, nice. I, you know who I hope don't win for this, but anyway, Black Rabbit, The Diplomat, Euphoria, Monster the Ed Gein story, Paradise, yay, Stranger Things, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Love Story, the John F. Kennedy and Carolyn Bessette, um, Mel Brooks, the 99. Oh, this must be a documentary. I didn't know Mel Brooks had a documentary. The Muppet Show, wow. Ocean, Ocean with David Attenborough, Task, The Traitors, Wednesday, Wicked One Wonderful Night, The Amazing Grace, The Boys, yay! Dance with the Stars, John Candy, I Like Me, Love on the Spectrum, Only Murders in the Building, Survivor, and That Girl, who just felt she was so important that she had to block off all of New York for Demir. That anyway. Um, where's the? I want to get down to the people. Okay. Oh, there we go. So these are all the people who I guess the crews that are nominated for these shows. Okay, here we go. Oh, and Chill, because Chill told me about the story. I haven't seen it yet. So Carrie Coon, okay. I really hate her last name, but she's a great actress. And she
What show is she?
The Gilded Age. She plays Bertha Russell on The Gilded Age.
I love that show.
Hmm.
me too. And she be playing the hell out of Bertha. You hear me?
She's a damn good actress, like for real, for real. She really need to change that last name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Carrie, what now? Um, Let me see. Chase Infinity from the Testaments. I haven't seen that. Carrie Russell from the Diplomats. Rhea Seahorn from Pluribus. And Zendaya as Rue. Yes. I hope she wins that one. Zendaya need to win it for Rue, honey. Let's see. Sterling. Ow. Oh, Gary Oldman. Okay. Mark Ruffalo. Okay. Um, let's see. Rufus Sewell. I'm not familiar. And Noah Wiley. This might win because I feel like the pit has really like a lot of, and you see how many nominations they got, the most nominations from a show, so he might end up taking this one home. Abbott Elementary.
Wait a minute. You saying against Sterling?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Is this a group project or is it at the account? How I don't know how they work.
I don't. I think they all. If I think it's isn't it similar to the Oscars where the heads they all have one vote.
You talking about
Or,
like the lead actors? The lead
yeah,
actors?
or
I don't
lead
know, but
actors
they
or
better not
actresses.
play on my motherfucking top. I know that for sure. I know that.
Yeah, and I'm only saying it because as much as I would love for Sterling to win, honey, I have actually seen way more people talk about the pit than Paradise.
Listen, I've seen them talk about the pit, but baby, you can't get me to watch it because
Neither can she. And she'll say, "Don't give me not now another hospital related show. I don't want this shit in my house."
Mm-mm.
Isn't it like
Mm-mm.
ER? Is it like ER? But a
it's
little
like
more intense.
apparently a dramatic ER allegedly with a little twist of grays, I think.
Ain't
But yeah,
seen that episode.
listen, I tried one episode because I was just like, oh, I'm bored. I need something to watch, and people talk about it. Yeah, no. Now, mind you, there was one clip that I did see that they were educating people on the origins of ambulance or EMTs, which I really appreciate. Shout out to them for that. Whoever wrote that in, I know was a black person. But outside of that, no. That's you gonna get me to watch that clip, and that's it. So sorry. But don't play with me and Sterling K. You know, because that's an actor. You hear me? Thanks.
He really is. He is an I mean, amazing actor. And I'm not just saying that because he's fine as hell. Derek, that's a married man. Leave him alone. But yes, I absolutely would love for him, and it would mean a lot. But you know how you.
I know you're talking to yourself, talking about Derek. That's a married man. Let me tell you, Ryan got hands. I'll tell you that. She be
Well,
on thread with
well, girl, what do
everybody and their
you,
mama. Ryan got hands. I believe absolutely that Ryan got hands. And she don't play
Ryan?
about
You
her.
know your man fine, honey. You need to start. You need to
And
share
she
him,
does
girl.
share. That's not absolutely not happening. She shares him enough with the world because of their craft. Um, but yeah, she know he fine, and she knows he ain't going nowhere, and she will absolutely cut a bitch about her man. She ain't never got to worry about me.
Girl,
Never.
that's a cut. I might be, that cut might be worth it, girl. I might have a little, is it a paper cut or I don't know. Just kidding. Okay. I probably will not watch the Emmys personally. I probably would just like see what people are saying about it online and just get the winners or whatever, because
Or as a way of tweet watch because
or
that's how
tweet
the
watch.
tweets.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, I think we should actually start saying thread watch. Let's move it over.
I'm with it.
Because
Look,
I
I've been
would
on Threads and
really
Blue Sky waiting for y'all for the longest.
look. I'm over in threads. I'm over there. I need to be a little more active, but I be over there reading the comments. Look, it be popping.
Listen, the way that they gave you the ability to see like what number you were when you joined, I was like, I know you fucking lying. But yes, I was wanting that number in the
What
2023.
threads?
Yeah, like if you go
Yeah, I
to
was a little hesitant.
when you go to your profile, I forgot where it's at under your profile, but you can see the number um based off of like they just had a little what's it called it the anniversary the 6th. I think it was the 6th. What's today? Today the 7th,
The
8th.
eighth.
The A.
No, it was the 5th. It was the 5th. If I'm not mistaken. And everybody they was giving everybody little hats they put on their every avatars or whatever to help celebrate. But yeah, shout out to Threads and don't monetize it, please, Lord, don't monetize it.
No, really. Like, really. Please learn from Twitter's mistake. Do not monetize that shit, honey. Please. Like,
Well, it is a meta brand, so
yeah.
maybe only a matter of time. You know, when they monetize that's when it goes terrible. All the fun is out the window.
Also, that was something too. You know, that man been in the news because he's on the hook. He may be on the hook for like 1.3 trillion dollars in regards to the lawsuit against him for kids' depression or something like that. Something about the effects of uh, his social media platforms and children's widespread depression, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, I'm not going to say that I hate that for him, but you reap what you sow, you know. And God bless everybody.
Oh, Happy said the past winners are the ones that get to vote for the future winners. I guess in the Emmys.
Okay, so who the past ones? So, because I need them to quit fucking playing with me. Don't play with me.
Yes, man. Well, thank you so much for that, Libra Queen. For that, because yeah, I didn't even know the nominations came out, and we rooting for Sterling. Period.
Mhm.
Did anybody have any more tea that I might have missed? All right. Well, y'all, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back on Monday for a new live show. Unfortunately, we will not be able to have a live show tomorrow and Friday due to family related matters. But I will be thinking of you all and subscribe to a bitch. I'll still keep in touch with you through your email inbox. Head to auntiederek.com and hit that big green subscribe button at the top left and join my free mailing list. Well, until Monday, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your week.
Bye, everybody.